Hello, and thank you for joining Preparing for Your Road to College and Career virtual session. My name is Brittany Cooper, and I'm the Director of College Access for Uplift Education. And I'm so grateful that you took time today to join us for our virtual session. So for the purpose of today's session, we're going to focus on the top left right here, which is our Road to College and Career programming and opportunities. But before we do that, I also want to just give you a brief reminder of what the Road to College and Career structure team looks like on your Uplift campus. So as you know, our Uplift campus, high school campuses are led by our academic directors, also known as the principal, and our Road to College and Career team is led by the Dean of College Prep. And on each campus's Road to College and Career team, there are a variety of 3 staff members. We have academic counselors, which are team members that help your scholar choose their coursework and stay on track to graduation and provide interventions and help coordinate things like summer school. We have our college counselors, which help train and support your students as they prepare to apply to college and do their career exploration as well. And then that team is supported by our campus registrars, which have the very important job of making sure that all of our academic records are accurate and complete. So as we go into today's session, I want you to keep 4 things in mind. Your scholar's road to their college and their career starts now. And there are 4 big things that you can do to help your scholar stay on track to determine their best fit college or their best fit career. The first is to focus on academics. I can't stress enough the importance of grades and test scores. The higher your grades and the higher your test scores, the more likely you are to gain acceptances and financial aid to attend the college that is your best fit. Next, we want to encourage all scholars and families to think about your career interests and your natural skills, because we know that our scholars are most successful in their college and career of choice when those 2 things are aligned. You have to be happy with what you're doing. We also want to invite everyone to take advantage of summer opportunities. And after you get your rest from a long school year, it's also important to think about ways in which you can enrich your college application. And that can be a variety of things, such as volunteer work, taking on a summer job, or participating in a variety of summer programs or internship opportunities. And then last but not least, we know that there is a cost associated with college. So if there's anything you can do to save money for college, whether that be through a formal savings plan or an informal savings plan, every little bit counts towards the cost of college. Next, let's shift our attention to the importance of standardized tests. Each year, the National Association of College Admissions Counseling, or NACAC, surveys United States colleges and universities about the important factors that most influence college admissions. And every single year, without fail, colleges tell us that the 2 most important factors in determining admissions are the strength or difficulty of the high school curriculum and standardized test scores. And that's a good thing for Uplift scholars and families, because Uplift provides rigorous coursework through the IB curriculum and test prep interventions to help prepare your scholars for these exams and this coursework opportunity. And colleges are familiar with the IB coursework, and they know that that rigorous experience prepares students to be successful in college and beyond. As a reminder, all Uplift juniors will take the official ACT exam on March 30th, on Tuesday, March 30th, 2021. So it's very important that you help your scholar be present and ready. Eat a good breakfast and get plenty of rest before the test. And it doesn't hurt to go through some of those test strategies in the next couple of days before their test. If you didn't know, each ACT exam can cost anywhere between $55 and $70. So another advantage of being an Uplift family is that this test for Tuesday, the fees associated with this test are covered by Uplift for the first exam. Also know that if you take your ACT this March and you're not happy with your scores, there are additional opportunities to retest and to complete some intervention activities to increase your score this summer and going into the fall of your senior year. Your scholar may also opt to take the SAT exam on any national Saturday test date that they can coordinate. So now that we've talked about the importance of test scores and the importance of academics, let's shift gears a little bit to some of the college and career activities that your scholar has participated in thus far and will have the opportunity to participate in the rest of their junior year. So this year, I was very excited to be able to open up our annual Uplift College and Career Fair to juniors. So your scholar had an opportunity to visit with colleges, careers, and military and career opportunities from nationwide to be able to start that exploration process. And in a few minutes, we'll talk next about Uplift Jump, which is another opportunity to jumpstart your college and career search process. In addition to those big events, there are also a variety of smaller events along the way that help your scholar explore potential colleges and potential career pathways, which include virtual visits with colleges and universities, virtual career trips. Students this year had the opportunity to participate in our first ever virtual career week, and career assessments designed to encourage you to reflect on your career opportunities and what's coming up next. So now shifting gears a little bit to Jump. So this year, Uplift Jump will be hosted on April 6th and April 8th, coming up in just a few short weeks. So you may be asking yourself, okay, what is Jump and what do I need to do to prepare for it? So this year, we will have two components to Jump. The first are scholar sessions, which will be held from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on both the 6th and the 8th. And we're really excited to have a variety of topics for those sessions, which include things like essay writing, well-being, career exploration, college exposure, and more. And for the first time ever, we're also opening up family sessions for you and anyone in your family, your Scholar Supportive Network, to engage in these sessions. And these sessions will also be held on April 6th and April 8th from 6 to 7 p.m. with a variety of topics that include preparing for senior year, financial aid, and understanding your college and career options, and more. All of the sessions will be hosted by Uplift staff and external guests from colleges and universities and a variety of nonprofit organizations as well. And of course, all sessions will be virtual and free of charge, so we definitely invite you to take advantage of these opportunities. So be on the lookout for both the registration links for scholars and families, and do what you can to encourage your scholar to participate actively in these sessions, as many of the external guests that will be facilitating the sessions are some of the same people that read your scholar's college application when they apply in the fall of their senior year. So it's very important to build those relationships, even if it's virtual. So Jump is a big undertaking and a big opportunity to get a lot of topics covered and a lot of things going on, but there are also some additional junior programming that you can take advantage of. For example, there are a variety of national college fairs that are all going to be virtual this year that you can take advantage of to explore hundreds of colleges and universities around the country and even some internationally. We also encourage you to meet with your college counselor on your Uplift campus, and you'll get more information about opportunities to meet with your college counselor to be able to develop that relationship and start thinking about your scholar's post-high school plans. And then in this last quarter of the school year, we have a lot of college representatives who are interested in hosting virtual sessions, small group sessions with our scholars to be able to start exposing them to their college and career pathway. So all of that is what's happening junior year. Let's talk a little bit about what happens in senior year. So again, in the senior year, coming up next fall, it seems like just a little bit away, your scholar will have the opportunity once again to attend the Uplift College and Career Fair. And my favorite part about senior year is the one-on-one help that you and your scholars will have an opportunity to have when it comes to working on your college applications and your financial aid. And who can say the best part of senior year is getting that first and second and third college admissions letter. So that's one component of what happens in the 12th grade year. In addition to that, we're going to continue to develop your scholar in terms of exploring their career pathways. And so in the senior year, that can look like taking some additional assessments to be able to hone in what their skills are and what their interests are, to take advantage of virtual career trips and office hours, job shadowing, and what will then be our second annual career week. And once you put all of those things together, you come up with your scholar's designated elected pathway. All of that helps them decide, what should I do after high school? So then you may be wondering, what exactly is a scholar elected pathway? One of the things I love about Uplift Scholars is that each one of them brings a unique set of experiences, desires, wishes, wants, opportunities, and goals for their life after high school. And so the Scholar Elected Pathway is the way in which Uplift seniors tell us what plans they want to do after high school and the way that our teams help support them in those plans. So this slide just gives you an overview of some of the potential pathways that scholars can choose after high school. In our first box, we have the college option, which of course, scholars have the opportunity to attend 2 or 4-year institutions in DFW, in Texas, outside of Texas, globally, anywhere they choose. The second category are those scholars that choose to pursue professional licensure or a trade. And so that can be a variety of careers and programming licenses, including an EMT, a plumbing license, welding, cosmetology, CNA, a variety of very necessary trades and licenses that will help prepare them to take on that first career. Right there in the middle, we have our work or gap year pathway. And that's for a scholar that decides they want to work full-time immediately after high school, or maybe they want to volunteer full-time immediately after high school with mission work or something like the Peace Corps. Next, we have our military pathway. And so for this pathway, scholars can choose to enlist in any branch of our military, including Navy, Army, Air Force, Space Force, all of those pathways. And they do so by completing physical training and taking their ASVAB test. And we definitely are grateful for any scholar and anyone that chooses to represent our country in service. And then last but not least, we have our intensive training program pathway. This is a category you may be less familiar with, but it's really designed to be specialized training and job support for students who are wanting to go into the workforce, but need some extra training before they do so. And so there are a number of programs listed here, things like Year Up and Perscolas and Generation USA, that prepare students for very specific career pathways in business, health, or IT. And all of these pathways are open to every scholar, no matter what their plan is for high school. And we know that they may change their plans. They may decide to shift between any one, and no matter what they do, you have your Uplift Road to College and Career team and your Uplift family here to support and guide you through those pathways and decisions. So as we wrap up, I just want to come back to this early slide that we talked about, where there's a lot of information coming at you today and in the days to come. But just remember these 4 things: to focus on academics, help your scholar get the best grades and test scores they can so that they can put their best foot forward in their college application process, to help them think through and reflect on their career interests and their natural skills, because we know that we are happiest and most successful when we're doing the things that we love. To take advantage of those summer opportunities, be it jobs, careers, internships, and all of that goes to help build a strong application for their post-secondary pathway. And then last but not least, to be mindful and save money for college or plan financially for college if you can. Again, I know that was a lot of information to come at you at once. So I definitely invite you to stay connected, reach out to your Road to College and Career team, and if time permits, please join us for the live Q&A session. And before we go, I want to give one last plug to our Eyes on the Road, Road to College and Career podcast. You can find our podcast episodes wherever you get your podcasts, be it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And these sessions are available in both English and Spanish and cover a variety of topics that may be of interest to you or your scholar as you prepare for your college and career pathway. So again, thank you for joining, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Take care.